Fingers
Hope it
crossed,
stays this
indeed.
way. It's really disappointing last game. And we're seeing EA is actually going up middle. Looks like they might try to invade here. They have a pretty decent, strong level 1 team. And we see Microsoft's actually heading towards their red. Trundle might actually... Well, both teams actually having CV, and Straka putting down a really nice ward here at blue buff. She's just
Yeah,
trying to make
that's
sure
going to
that if
help
they
her out.
do invade, they'll know it. So really, really smart play by her.
I really think it's weird that they're not guarding the middle entrances towards the river there on their red side. That is probably where Soraka is going to head. No, she's not going to do it. So far, they do not know. I don't think Soraka caught them there, did she?
No, I think she did. I saw some pings, some purple pings, I believe.
Okay, then. I think they might have vision there. And yeah, now they're going to go into the ward area there.
So
So now
now,
they know.
yeah, Microsoft now knows that they are at their blue, and they're going to try to invade and get this positioning on them. Hopefully, EA does not actually run into their own blue, because that will be really bad for them. It should see some quite interesting level 1 action here if they do actually come through.
Yeah. Sona has CV in a couple of seconds here. It's probably going to be on their blue. Let's see where she puts that down.
Yep, there it
There it
is.
is.
Really good job by Sona having that CV to make sure to stop, which would have been, probably 3 kills for Microsoft here.
Yeah.
And we are seeing at bottom, as we were talking about earlier, blue team does have that little advantage where they're able to pick up double golems without being distracted, and it does set them ahead on levels. And it looks like Microsoft's actually still going to take their blue, knowing they did get CV'd, and they have a CV of their own to make sure they're okay. And
Meanwhile, Sconner is moving for the other blue, so just a switch in jungle is what we're seeing here.
yeah, and we're seeing, let's see, Galio actually starting off with his Meki's Pendant, so he will be going for that Chalice, as we were saying earlier.
Awesome.
And Skarner, hopefully we don't take this blue here, but Tristana is actually coming to spot it. And Skarner's actually going to get set really far behind here if he does not get out. He's already going to be set behind for not getting that blue, and we do see Sona and Graves coming up, but Skarner is just, he set really far behind by not being able to pick up that blue, and his ganks will be lacking for the rest of this
Very good
game.
job by Tristana going in there, checking out that blue, making sure that he's not there. And when he was there, she reacted accordingly and just jumped on her, putting some pressure out there. And right now they missed a couple of minions bottom, but that is definitely going to be worth it, since Skarner is now going to have to really start slow in the jungle, whereas Trundle is actually grabbing the blue and probably giving it to Galio here.
Yeah, really good job by Microsoft. Passes to Galio, give him a huge advantage in lane. He can now spam spells, and it caused Skarner to be even set more behind. And wow, really good job. Really good play so
Yeah.
far by Microsoft. Really interesting to see how if they can keep this up throughout the entire game.
Galio is going to have an easy time lost hitting now in the beginning as well, because Galio is probably one of the most easiest champ to game CS. Once he get his spells up there and they do enough damage, he can... Is it level 3 he needs to clear an entire back creep wave?
I'm not exactly sure what level, but you're right. He can clear waves extremely easy. By just two of his spells, he can clear the entire caster waves and get the melee minion waves pushed out pretty, or at least really low. And that's all he's doing,
Right.
just pushing the lane, backing out, and we're seeing a little bit of action on top. Tryndamere he did start off cloth armor, and so did GP, so they are kind of not going to be able to get any real harass done too much, since they both have a lot of health pots. But Tryndamere does have Ignite, I believe, so he can potentially kill that Gangplank if he were to try.
Yeah, and Sona spotting Trundle there with a good clairvoyance, knowing that he is for red. They can't really act on it, but it's always good to have that vision of the jungler, knowing where he is and approximately where he's going to show up for a gank. And now Skarner is actually moving for their red, and we can see that Trundle should be quite close to level 4 right now. Yeah, he's actually halfway, more than halfway to level 4, whereas Skarner just dinged level 2, so... Yeah,
So
that
this
is
should see
rough.
some action here up top. Trundle's actually moving in to try to get some damage onto Tryndamere, and all he has is a ghost to get away, which he did have to pop, so really good job by Trundle. He made Tryndamere blow that ghost, and GP does have his flash and ignite still to kind of harass him and scare Tryndamere away. And Trundle just sitting there, maybe to see if Tryndamere's going to come back up and try to be aggressive again. But he is
That Pillar
staying...
of Filth, man, is so
Oh
strong.
yeah,
He
it's
had to
so
pop
good.
Ghost immediately.
Especially if you fight a team in the jungle. And yeah, we see right here, Trundle coming back in, did not leave the lane, and Tryndamere trying to run away. He does spin away. He will not have it back up to get over this wall. And if Trundle can get this auto attack on him to keep him permanently slowed for them, especially with
And
GP
Gangplank
slow as
passive.
well. But they do let him get away. Skarner coming up to try to help him out, but they did push Tryndamere pretty far to lane. But luckily for him, their lane is pushing towards him, so he won't miss out on too much experience.
Yeah, I think they was a bit scared that Cassiopeia might be coming towards them, but she was actually B, so they probably could have pursued him there, but playing more safe than sorry, which I think they, they're in a good position. They don't need to risk anything this early. And Casio actually losing out on a lot of CS there when she's gone was forced to go back due to the fact that Galio had that blue.
And now that they know as well that Galio had that blue, Charlo can time the blues really well, really easily. Blues and reds respawn about 5 minutes apart from 5 minutes apart from each other. So if Microsoft actually keeps this up, they can actually prevent Cass from getting any of her own blue buffs, which is really strong when are able to counter jungle a team like that. And we see some action
Meanwhile,
on
bottom,
bottom.
I'm just going to drop you there because Tristana is going in with the rocket jump and putting some nice pressure onto Sona. That healing debuff really shows as well when she tries to sustain back up. And yeah, you're surprised to see this because apparently right now it seems that Tristana and Soraka is actually pulling the lane in their favor. Looking at the CS, we see a 39 to 33, so slight advantage there for Tristana and Microsoft. What do you think about that?
Their Tristana shift keeps playing really well. I mean, Sona is so squishy. Period. Most of the supports are squishy like Soraka and Sona. And we do actually see an exhaust on a Tristana, and not actually using her cleanse. And she does pop her heal though, which she did pick up as a summoner and does get saved, blowing Graves' flash. Really good job by her to actually bait that in. And we do see some more action up on top. Trundle coming back up there, really trying to deny this Tryndamere, but he is level 6, so hopefully he should be able to get away here with not having a red buff on Trundle and only having GP slow, and as well as his ultimate to get away. So nothing really is going to happen there. Trundle really spending a lot of time in top lane, which really sets him back because he did deny Skarner so much early on, and he kind of didn't keep the momentum. He's been kind of camping this lane to try to really give GP the lead, but it's actually turned out to actually hurt him quite a lot.
Now their blue is up though, and he is moving towards his Skarner is bottom. I don't think they know where he is, but he's being a bit ballsy there, going directly for that blue. And Galio's going to come in. Meanwhile, Cassiopeia and Tryndamere there is feeling that we don't want to lose this buff. Let's make something happen here. Both of them are level 6. Trundle level 4. He's going to have to force, well, he's going to have to go back. Staying would be unwise. They're popping down that pillar to make a safe, secure exit out of their jungle. And like you said, he had perfect timing on that. He knew when it was up, and I think it was the right call, just trying to go for it. And obviously he made it out alive, so good job on EA's side as well, keeping that blue buff, because you really need it on Cassiopeia, especially if Galio is going to be given theirs. She needs to be able to spam away as well, because he will be pushing that lane.
Can you actually check the stream again, just to make sure? I really want to make sure that it's going quite well.
It's looking fine.
Okay, good. Sorry, just want to make sure. And have you actually looked at the names of people on both teams? Because Tryndamere's name kind of is the best name I've ever heard in my life. Bigglebuns, kind of an awesome name.
That does have a nice ring to it, definitely.
Also,
Skarner is coming up here.
Sorry.
They do have vision on him there, and Gangplank is staying. I believe he's feeling safe. Trundle is close. And again, Skarner does not have that level 6 yet. He is actually only halfway towards level 5. So Gangplank is not really afraid. He's just going to go in there and put some more harass and saying, you know, I don't really care that you're 2 here.
Yeah, once Tryndamere gets his wriggles, which he is really close to getting, he cannot be pushed out of lane too easily by GP unless he gets a really nice crit onto him. And Skarner trying to go head-to-head against that GP, but he's going to actually be chased away as Gangplank does ulti him. And Gangplank just really doing some good damage overall, and he might actually be able to pick up this kill on Tryndamere if he can get his parlay off, but he's not. He's just switched to that Skarner, and we'll get the first blood on his Skarner, popping his flash on top of him. And Skarner just overstaying his welcome a little bit too long there, giving GP that first blood. And GP is also running, if you notice, a Stone, so he's going for like a little bit of a go per 5 build to make sure that, you know, late game he will have really strong items.
I think what happened there was just I can recognize that feeling that must go through Skarner's head right now, that he's feeling like usually I'm able to sustain a gank. I mean, I can take a couple of hits from a Gangplank, but right now he's so set back, so he can't really do it, and it just surprised him.
Sorry, I cut you off. I don't know if you noticed, this Trundle though is coming in. I feel a little Jaws action going dun dun. Tryndamere not having his ulti to actually get away here, and Trundle should be able to pick up this. Oh wow, Skarner actually coming in from the lane to help him out. That would have been really good job by Trundle there to maybe pick up that kill on Tryndamere and set GP even farther ahead. But Skarner, you know, noticing that Trundle was maybe heading over there and went over there to help him out and also pick up some XP. Wow, sorry, that was a really interesting thing to watch there.
Yeah, I really thought that was a safe kill on Tryndamere, but yeah, good job from Skarner supporting him there.
I don't know if you noticed earlier, actually, too, is that in mid there was a really big fight going down as well. Galio and Cassiopeia went head-to-head, and both actually walked out of there with less than 100 health. So that was, because like Cass did a really good job holding on to any damage he
Galio couldn't
can.
have the blue buff at that time, could he? He picked it up just now, so...
Yeah, he did not have it. Cass, of course, did have it.
Taking a look at bottom, we can see that Tristan is closing in on the 90 CS, while Graves is on the 53 mark, and that, you know, that particular mark, 53 mark. But yeah, Tristana is definitely winning this lane right now, and they actually blow their summonings in the last engagement. I think they should be up again. Yeah, Flash is soon up on Graves again, and he does have that ultimate. So Tristana's range can just zone them though. Graves doesn't have that great range.
You actually see some action on top. GP and Tryndamere actually going head to head here. And we do see that Rick goes out of Tryndamere, so he is able to just stay in lane forever now, as long as he doesn't get crit too much by GP. And we're also seeing that Skarner is getting really close to level 6, so we should see some really nice ganks going down here pretty soon.
Yeah, Skarner is very, very scary after level 6, especially with Flash and red buff to that. And, you know, he's got 2 slows with that, and he's got suppression, and it can really hurt if he ganks.
And Tristana doing a really good job in CS, 97 to 57, a good 40 CS ahead of EA Zalgus, sorry. Yeah, wow. Like we saw last game how Ashe kind of got a little bit behind in CS, but because of that, she ended up, you know, not having the damage she needed late game, and I'm really curious to see if that'll happen again this game.
I really think they're doing a good job. Soraka keeping the entire place warded, so there's no way they are not going to know when Skarner is coming in to support his allies. And right now they can just push this lane to the turret, deny some creeps, and Tristana just going ballsy and, you know, just taking some damage from them, no problem. Soraka's going to heal that right up, and they will actually win the poke. And here comes Skarner though, for a straightforward gank. We're going to see if they stay. Not much he can do. I think he's a bit hesitant, like, should we really go in here? Or should we not? Right now, it's not just Wise standing there. I think Soraka
Check out
goes
top
up
lane.
for top. Actually, yeah, a lot of action going down there. That endless rage is going to show, and he's going to dive this. He actually knows that he probably knows that he's going to go down here in the meantime. But yeah, 1 for 1 there. What do you think about that?
Oh yes, good job at Tryndamere knowing that he was not going to escape, so he just went ahead and went for that kill, and he picked it up as we just saw. And at bottom just now, we saw Skarner actually not going for that gank because Sona did not have ulti up yet. She did not have the mana for ulti yet to actually give them the opportunity to pick up one of them. And because Tremel's top right now, EA doing a really good job noticing where the enemy jungler is. They actually are going to try to pick up this dragon here, a little uncontested, but we see Galio coming in. He does have his ulti up. He will be able to do something. Tristana jumping over the dragon while picking up the kill onto Cassiopeia, with the Galio following up onto all of the players, and EA forcing, or Microsoft forcing 2 flashes out of Skarner and Sona, making them fall back, and Tristana might be able to pick up this kill here on Sona, and does in fact get it. Really good job by Galio and Tristana there. That was a really good coordination, following up with Soraka's ulti as well, and heals. Wow, that was really nice.
Yeah,
It was
nice
really good
momentum on
coordination.
Tristana going in there. I really like that she, you know, saw low HP target and just, let's do this, went in there and just picked them off. And Galio, of course, following that up. Who got the Drake, by the way?
I'm going to go ahead and say it was actually Microsoft, because they have 16.8k gold.
Yeah. So, awesome work on their side there.
Yeah, really good job. Tristana just widening her lead now, 122 CS, almost 60 CS higher than Graves, and also has 2 kills, so she's sitting on about 2.2k gold. I would obviously expect maybe, or most likely a BF sword, I almost forgot the name, sorry, when she goes back, and maybe be going for her Bloodthirst as well, and Tryndamere just pounding away at Gangplank on top, but Trundle is making sure to support him, keeping that Tryndamere at bay, and even though Tryndamere did get that early death, he's doing a really good job at coming back.
Absolutely, he can really take some harassment. He can really give and take some harassment because he can heal up using his bloodlust there, and he also has the not last whisper, Rigor's Lantern, like you said. So he's really doing a good job putting some damage onto Gangplank whenever he can, and even taking some turret hits. He doesn't really care because he can just heal it right back up, and it really is a good job, I think.
We're seeing some really good ward coverage though by EA. We're seeing EA cover their blue buff to make sure that Microsoft does not come in and try to take it again. You see a ward in middle by Cassiopeia to make sure she can't be ganked by Trundle, and she will actually pick up this blue buff here from Skarner. So EA is just overall really good wards. Soraka was also make sure to have a ward on Dragon and a Tribush to make sure that, you know, they're safe. And Tristana actually,
meanwhile, bottom there, yeah.
Yeah, Tristana getting pretty low, but does have her heal up. And Soraka does
She
have her
actually
ulti as
was
well.
going in for the... I was poking a little glance there about him. She was going in for that engage, and then I think Graves got a couple of lucky crits or something, because looking at the items, Tristana should be able to burst him down or at least win the one-on-one engage. But I think that, yeah, he got 2 or 3 crits in or something, and she had to back off again, going, "Whoa, did not expect that damage."
Yeah, that's one thing that really kind of made me sad about that 4% crit mastery is that, if you get a lucky crit in any lane like that, it can really turn the tides of the lane phase, for or against you.
Look how much time Trundle is spending top. They really don't want that Tryndamere to, you know, get the safe, secure farm that he can get. But I think he's doing a good job anyway.
Well, he's actually falling a little bit, I believe, a little bit behind. Not too much, but he is
90
also
saves
denying a
against
lot of XP.
98, yeah.
Well, he is denying a lot of XP to top lane right now. GP is pretty much like a full level behind. Actually, not a full level. Sorry, about a quarter of a level behind. But still, Trundle is just soaking up all that XP that he can, and Galio, as you see here, taking that blue buff. But yeah,
Look how long he is camping up there, and here he's going to go in, and that pillar's going to go down. Probably should be waiting until Tryndamere used his Q to put that pillar down, but they really want to get that kill. Tryndamere is just so safe. Like, this is the perfect situation. If I was Bigger Bones right here, I would just go, this is great. They're wasting so much time here. Cassiopeia is going to come in with blue buff. She does have 3 Dorans right now, and Sork Boots, so she will be able to put some nice damage out there, and then she's going to back off. But yeah, I think Trundle might be doing some wasting, like you said, wasting some of his time up there.
Yeah, we saw bottom Skarner actually try to go in for a gank here, and Microsoft did not actually see him coming, but he still was unable to get that ulti off on anyone. And Trundle's still in top lane trying to deny Tryndamere. He's spending a lot of time up there at the moment. And I mean,
so persistent.
Overall, it's still working out because they are up 4 kills to 1, and they do have a 4K gold lead pretty much. So they are still doing pretty well, even though Trundle is having to sit up there quite a lot.
Right now, bottom, they probably know that Skarner is in that brush. I think Microsoft thinks, let's play it safe. But again, this is something that you could potentially make a mistake. That Skarner does have the flash, I believe. Yeah, and he could really just flash in there and grab one of them, pull them out. He's not going to do it right now, but you do sometimes make the mistake of being like, he's in that brush, he's way out of my range, I can just stand here and farm, and then poof, there he comes, just grabbing you back.
Your trademark, poof.
Yeah. It just comes naturally, you know?
Those Swedes. That's all I gotta say.
Oh,
and Galio also doing a really good job in middle farming. He does have 130 CS to Cassiopeia's 96, so he's doing really well as well. Or, that sounds redundant, but really well as well in mid lane.
Yeah, like we mentioned before, he is a very, very easy champion to get those last hits with. And he should really be up there, but yeah, he's definitely winning against Cassiopeia in terms of CS, and he does have 1 assist. Cassiopeia has... he actually has 1 death. When did he die?
No, or Cassio has actually, 1 death, and Galio actually has 1 assist.
Right, so I saw it right in the beginning. Need to trust myself a bit more. So yeah, Skarner's gonna come for gank bottom here.
And we see Trundle actually again top lane, still protecting GP up there.
Taking a look at bottom, Cassiopeia was going in for a gank there, and now they're 4 visible in the lane right here. They want to push it out. Do you have the timer on Drake?
It should be up, I believe, in about 30 seconds to a minute. So we should see teams starting to migrate down there a little bit. Actually, so it's about a minute and a half, I would say. But we still see just Trundle sitting up top. And I'm surprised to see that EA actually didn't push out that bottom lane to try to, force them maybe early tower or maybe get a kill or 2. And Dragon, oh, I was right the first time, is up right now. And Trundle is top lane, so their smite is up there at the moment. But we could see a really nice job by Microsoft here with Galio still sitting here with his ultimate and his flash ready to go in. And Tristana really wants some blood too. And it looks like EA actually did pick up that Dragon, but we see a Galio ult as well as a GP ult. And Skarner just getting destroyed by Tristana and Galio, as well as Cassiopeia going down. And Tristana just still wants some more blood, just keeps going in, jumping over walls, parkouring everything she can to make sure to get as many kills as she can. Oh, and this is, I believe, where Cassiopeia actually died last time, where she got her 1 death was at Dragon as well. When Tristana jumped onto her and got that early kill.
That's right, that's right. Yeah, Microsoft picking up 2 kills here, and EA picking up that Drake. So could have gone better for them there, but yeah, it's hard to do. It's hard to when you are being that bossy, you probably should against an AoE setup like we're seeing here with Galio Gangplank, and even Tristana does minor AoE damage. I don't believe. I did believe she did actually put some AoE damage out there with her rocket jump. You really want to try and choose one or the other. Like, do we want to go for Drake now? And if so, how can we get out? Because you really don't want to get stuck there, grouped up neatly in a little pile for them all to just pummel down upon you.
Well, I want to say that that fight was actually in favor of Microsoft because Gangplank did pick up the assist for those kills because usually 2 kills equals 1 dragon. Sorry about that. I had a little burp.
Last game is squeals, now it's burps. What are you, man? Are you even human?
A little bit. Apparently, I'm Peter Parker is what I've been told when I wear my
Ah, okay.
glasses. But yeah, so Microsoft actually I did come out a little ahead on Dragon there, even though they did lose it just because of the assist that they got. And we do see Skarner coming up here up top on a GP, and hopefully he doesn't pop his ulti too early here because Gangplank can actually just eat out of it. And Gangplank just running, trying to escape. And it looks like he will go down here with a really nice crit from Tryndamere and a really good pull from Skarner to make sure to keep him, even though he could eat out of it, they got him so low that it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah,
So really
well
good job
played,
by Skarner.
definitely.
He's really definitely getting back in the game now with Trundle, having to camp top so often. He is only, a level behind, and it looks like they might be able to pick up this top tower as well. And Galio already with his Banshee's Veil, and he also will be getting Merc Treads. He would definitely need to start picking up some armor items as well because he has neutralized Cassiopeia's damage quite heavily, with Cass only having 118 CS to his 156, and also 2 deaths to his 3 assists. So Galio definitely needs to start beefing up a little bit in terms of AD wise to make sure that he can survive against that Tryndamere and Graves. Yeah, really good job from both teams so far though. They're really playing quite well.
And look at Tryndamere just diving here up top. That Pillar of Filth is not going to be enough. Here they're coming in. Okay, they see Gangplank there. They are going to back off. Did Tryndamere have his ult up? He did have his ult up. Or is it just off cooldown right there? It's hard to see.
Well, he
Probably was
already
up.
kind of
Either way.
has the advantage in lane now, and he doesn't really want to push it too much because why give up an advantage, just for a dive like last game as we saw, where EY actually kept pushing and giving Facset those extra kills that kind of gave him a little bit of a chance to get back in the game.
I'm surprised we're not seeing more aggression bottom from Tristana because she has the IE right now and Graves is just supporting the BF sword. Now I'm forgetting it as well. Like, I really want to see some more poke on him. Tristana with that range. I guess she doesn't want to lose any CS. She's really focusing on keeping that high and she's 70 CS ahead with 2 kills, and that is just going to make a big impact later. But Tryndamere, we can definitely conclude that Tryndamere has won top here. He can just stay out there, grab some of the jungle even when he feels like it, and just to put some damage onto GP. Is he going to dive here top? I think he is. He does have that ultimate. He does crit a lot. Oh my god! And there comes the ignite. But he did not pop the ultimate.
He actually did not expect that. I believe GP actually got a nice crit onto him there, and Tryndamere was not expecting that. Really good job by GP to kind of turn that around.
Yeah.
I thought he was a goner, to be honest.
Definitely, yeah. That was surprising. I was like, and here comes the endless no.
And we're seeing Galio is actually roaming around quite a bit, and he did pick up an Oracle. It's a really smart move on his part. He is really hard to kill for anyone on EA's team, and he is making sure to clear a lot of wards and as well as put more wards down for his own team. Really good job by him to be really a team player here.
Absolutely. I really like when you see someone else than the support picking up that Oracle, because that really means, for me, it's a very huge annoyance when I see the tank on the enemy team having an Oracle or one of the most beefiest characters, because that is just not going to be lost in a team fight if you focus it that easily.
And we see GP actually picked up a Thornmail as his first major item, so I'm kind of interested in that item. If he builds that Warmong Atlas, which I don't think he's actually going for it. It looks like he's going for a Trinity Force. That should be pretty hard to kill in late game.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to see this Tristana in action because she's actually sitting on 1k gold right now, and yeah.
She's denying quite heavily. She's denying that Graves quite heavily, which is a really good job by her. And we see Galio just waiting in the bushes to come in and kind of counter gank that as well. And with that Oracle, he did clear that ward. Yeah, really good job by him to be moving around the map to clear as many wards as he can. And
notice that Sona is out of mana here. They could potentially make a play. I think they would want to, but now they know that Cassiopeia is missing, and they probably realize that she's heading...
Yeah, got her on the CV, I believe, with it too. I'm actually kind of surprised to see Sona actually went for her cages, because usually the support needs that extra health to survive in fights, especially when she gets jumped on. So we'll kind of see how that works out for her. And Cass kind of taking out that Banshee's Veil from Galio. She does notice because of her passive that she did hit him, I believe, unless Banshee's Veil doesn't allow that. But does scare that Galio away. Gangplank is actually coming down because Dragon is up. So Microsoft really wants to get this dragon to pick up the extra gold lead that they have. They're already up 4K gold at the moment with a 7-2 lead.
I really like where this is going. I like when the entire team groups for a dragon fight. I really like that. Let's see how this goes. Galio's poking around. They're just zoning them out. He really feels like I can just stand here in the way. I don't want you to steal our dragon. And they should probably engage here. Here Galio's going in. That ultimate catching 4 of them in there. My god, that damage.
Cassiopeia, oh my, getting that amazing ulti on the 4 of them. Sorry about that. That was just a really good job by her. And Soraka getting really low here. Does get picked off by Graves, but Tryndamere will go down as his ultimate does disappear. And Gangplank pushing in extra far as well, but does get away. And, Graves just missing that flash with the change. Doesn't get over that wall, but wow, really, that was a really good ultimate by Galio, and as well as a really good ultimate by Cassiopeia to catch pretty much the entire team with that.
Yeah, unfortunately they couldn't really follow that up. I mean, Tryndamere went in there and tried to, do the damage that he could, but yeah, I mean, the amount of control they got from this, like, especially when Tristana is poking them afterwards, like, if they get a burst from Galio's ultimate like that, and especially the CC, it's going to show. But really good job, like, Cassiopeia definitely, like you said, put down that ultimate at the right time, catching 3 or 4 of them in it and doing some major damage, but unfortunately it wasn't enough.
Wow, that was just... That's what all the team fights are going to be like. We're going to see that. Every team fight, just all this action going down from everyone's ultimates, and good coordination as well. And it looks like...
I really like... Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay, sorry. It looks like Microsoft is actually going to be going for EA's blue here. They were putting some pings down saying that it was up. So we might see a little more counter jungling here.
Yeah, Gangplank is moving in there. They do have the ward, so they do spot him going in there. So it's a bit risky right now. He's going to stand there. He's not going to be able to get any support rather from the teammates. So this could be very dangerous for him.
It looks like EA is actually coming in and noticing that he's doing that. But GP with his oranges and its K just running away from that Tryndamere, especially with his Thornmail as well.
Tryndamere told me I was a chicken. I ate some oranges and it was K.
Exactly. And I wouldn't be surprised to see some Baron action going on here pretty soon. EA is... I mean, there are no wards on Baron at the moment, and EA can actually probably pull off a sneak Baron here. And we see Skarner with an Oracle as well, so both tanks on each team actually picking up an Oracle and making sure to clear out as much vision as they can.
Yeah. Right now, if you take a look at Tristana, she does have that Phantom Dancer, and I wouldn't be surprised if you see her play a bit more passively right now in team fights. Not passively as in she's not going to attack anything, but maybe not rush in with her rocket jump like she has been doing, because right now she will put so much hurt on anyone who gets near her, and saving that rocket jump for just getting away if someone jumps on her really can help, although who's going to do it? It's going to be very hard since Galio's there. Trundle here is going to have to flash out of that Baron area. Really doesn't want to get caught in that damage.
Yeah, Tristana is strong enough right now that it doesn't matter who she's attacking as long as she's attacking. She'll do some really, really strong damage and potentially, really well-placed kills, because that Skarner, if he overextends a little bit too far, only having a Warden's Mail, he will easily be dropped by Tristana.
Yeah, I like the fact that she's actually gone for a double elixir here, both the attack speed and critical chance and the damage and health, just to really go, okay, we are going to fight together next time and I'm going to make it count. And I like to see that, even though like most people would probably, I don't know, I wouldn't say most people, it really comes down to playstyle, but when I have an advantage on my AD carry, I usually like to, keep it safe, because I know I have enough damage, and I really want to just secure the end game if we make any mistakes. But I really like to see some more risky gameplay in terms of what you buy. So
I wish EA would engage right now. Sorry, there's 5 members of EA in middle, and there's only 3 members of Microsoft in the middle, knowing that GP is actually at top because of the minions giving them sight. I'm really surprised they didn't go in for that, but Tristana is actually getting caught off guard. It has to pop her cleanse. Is trying to run out, not having that flash over that wall, and for some reason she's moving so fast with that Phantom Dancer, as well as that Skarner trying to come around and maybe get that ulti out, but she does rocket jump from that wall. Really good job by Tristana. Really escaped certain death there. Oh wow. Sorry, that was intense.
Yeah, really, especially when they saw that she used her rocket jump to jump over the wall towards the red. I think they caught that with the ward they had placed there, and they know that she doesn't have more escapes than that. She has to cleanse and she has to heal. Sorry, my voice, my
Easy
speech.
for you to say.
But yeah, like that's a key to engage. They are going to secure the red for Graves. No, not for Graves. Is it going to be Skarner who picks this up?
No, that should be Graves. Oh, maybe it is Skarner. I'm quite surprised to see that. Graves does have his IE now, so it would benefit him quite well.
Absolutely.
And can you actually check the stream one more time just to make sure it's going well? I just want to.
Yes,
I
it
felt
looks
really
good.
bad. Okay, good. Sorry.
Looks crisp.
Crisp, clear.
Crisp, clear, just like Swedish people.
I don't know
I don't.
about that.
I don't know. Never mind that. So yeah, surprised again. Galley's just roaming about getting all those wards out, and they should really try and force a Baron because they are in a good position to do so. Don't you agree?
Yeah, they definitely can. I was looking at items for a second, and we see that GP does have his Trinity Force, and I really like the items that Trinity went with. You want the Yomus to really kind of hash out that armor that Microsoft really has right now. He doesn't really need that last whisper right now, but he actually is going to be caught here. Just on a rocket jumping on him to make him sure he's slowed, and hopefully
This could be
Trinity.
bad though because they are coming in without Galio and Soraka. Let's see how this goes.
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
Oh my god, that is another ultimate from Cassiopeia, and we are gonna see Tristana fall. My god, that is not good. Now they can just keep pursuing there, and yeah, Gangplank is definitely gonna fall. Like I really wanted to bump in there because I noticed that Galion's rack is not even there, and going aggressive on a character like Tryndamere, who does have that ultimate to even sustain him in bursts like that, it's just not a wise choice, and this should really be a Baron opportunity. Although they are quite low. What do you say?
Yeah, they are quite low, and Gavin does have his ulti to kind of
Yeah.
stay or to keep them from doing anything, as well as Trundle how tanky it is, how he is, Galley how tanky he is right now, and having a Soraka to back up as well, knowing that he actually has no ultimates to
Oh, that
do anything
pillar.
in a fight. Yeah, that pillar is so good. But we do see Tristana. She does have the last whisper already. Wow, 31 minutes in the game. She has an IE, a fan answer, and a last whisper with 311 CS. She is going to be hurting so much right now. Skarner really has to try to get the pull onto her, but she does have cleanse, of course, to get out as well.
I would not go for this great Drake if I was Microsoft. This is not good. Although they are zoning well, but yeah, Tristana not there, Gangplank not there, although he can make some presence with his ultimate. Yeah,
So
I
they're
mean,
gonna have to
Skarner
get
taking
this
too
out.
much poke here.
Yeah, if they get caught here, they can actually lose Baron as well as Dragon. So they really need to be
Absolutely.
careful. I wouldn't be surprised if Microsoft actually went to Baron right now, knowing that two people on the A are actually real low and Sona is Oom. And not to mention their ultimates are still down for a fight at Baron as well. So they really have no presence at the moment. EA really needs to kind of hopefully hold off Microsoft at Baron, but it looks like they're actually going to be heading for it. And they are warding
Yeah, they
quite
have
heavily.
Wriggles and two Wriggles they have, and they also have Tristana, so it's going to be a quick Baron for sure.
And Trinity trying to get some sight onto that Baron, but he will be zoned by Galio pretty easily here. And that will be a free Baron for Microsoft and another large amount of gold to kind of keep him in the lead. They're already up 10,000 and now up 11,000. So we should see some really strong pressure here, and we should see a couple turrets go down as well. And it looks like they're actually going to get Tessa's blue buff to kind of keep Cass away from it, where she gets really strong having that blue and being able to spam spells. And I'm happy to see that Cass actually did pick up her Robodons as her first major item, and it looks like she's going to be going for a Rylai's next. Knowing that she's on the only AP on her team, she really needs to make sure she does a lot of damage in team fights. And Rylai's is definitely not a bad item on her. I would have hoped she went for a little more damage because, with having her ultimate and Sona's ultimate, she can kind of keep people off of her. But she's going for a little bit more tanky, stay alive a little longer in team fights because Tristana is just demolishing her every chance she gets.
Yeah, I do agree with you, Joe. I would personally probably go for a more bursty build. I know it's risky there, but like that Tristana, I just don't feel like that extra health is going to help her a lot if Tristana focuses her. So I would probably go more aggressive and count on my ally CC to do the trick and then, being able to burst key targets down.
What EA really needs to kind of do is kind of bait in Tristana's rocket jump. And what's really
Mm.
hard about that is that Galio has his ultimate as well to kind of, counter any engage that any team really does. But they really need to kill that Tristana as quick as they can. But she does have heal, she does have cleanse. So even if they do ignite her, they can just cleanse. She can cleanse it right off, pop her own heal. Not to mention Soraka's heal and her ultimate can really make it so Tristana, will never die
Yeah.
as long as
And
Tristana
remember,
plays smart.
Galio is there to ultimate if anyone tries to come near, and that Pillar of Filth is also going to come into play when people try and go for it, especially like Skarner or something like that. And Skarner right now, I mean, Tristana is level 18, Skarner is level 13, so he is no way near strong enough to get to her at this point.
Yeah, and Tristana's actually going to be building a GA here, so even if you do kill her, she will,
Yeah.
get right back up, Jesus style, and fight you.
Right back up Jesus style.
Yeah, I think that's a term, right?
Absolutely. Gangplank is gonna counter push, or what do you call it? Dual push, I guess you call it. I don't even know words anymore. But they are just going to sit here and poke the lane, killing those minions with one hit from Tristana there, and just, trying to get some damage on this turret. Tryndamere there in the jungle. He is very safe because he can use that spinny to walk, get over across walls like that. Here Gangplank joins the fray. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, luckily EA, you're talking about pushing. They do have a really strong team to actually prevent too hard of pushing because Cass can destroy minions quite quickly. But it looks like they're actually going to back off here, give that tower up, and hopefully fight on this inhibitor turret. Because I typically see a lot of teams where their turret goes down and then they start fighting. But there's like no point in doing that when your turret's gone. You lose that extra, sixth man, so to say, of damage. It looks like they're actually going to take down this bottom tower as well. So they have picked up, I believe this is going to be their second tower with that Baron buff. And they're really trying to rack up as much money as they can. And in terms of items, even though Skarner is, low in level 13, he did pick up a really smart item. He went for Randuin's, which really helps with Tristana, really helps with GP, really helps with Trundle. And, overall, that's just a really good pick for him, even though he is behind. He's still trying to provide some sort of support for his team, even though he was set back.
I do agree, and again, like you said, they're making good use of Baron here, just going for any open turrets they can find, and now they are probably going to poke as good as they can onto this turret, or even on the champions, like you saw Tristana, they're getting a nice crit off of Cassiopeia. Look at the damage, look how quickly that goes down. Are we going to see an engage here?
I really hope, I would expect it. They really have the, Microsoft really has the advantage right now for this engage at turret. It's already really low, Tristana just has to hit a couple more times and it will go down. And if EA is going to do anything, they have to do it before that turret goes down, or it's going to be pretty much a mute engage for them.
Cassiopeia trying to do her best to... Yeah, come on.
You guys want to do it. This turret
is going to go down now.
And here goes that tower, and we're going to see an engage from Microsoft here. Gallo getting a really nice ultimate off, and GP and Tristana focused on that Cassiopeia. Tristana finishing off that Sona as well, and Tryndamere in the back attacking away as hard as he can at Tristana, but with all the heals that they have, Tristana just stays alive, and Gallo just zoning out that Graves and that... I believe that was Graves and Cassiopeia as well, and they did get that first inhibitor.
I love the fact that Tristana rocket, she used her ultimate to punt Tryndamere back when he popped his ultimate. Then she rocket jumped right back on top of him, but the heals that she got was too much for Tryndamere's damage to handle. And this is going to be GG for sure. Such a strong initiation on this team, especially now when they got the what's it called, the advancement that they needed.
Yeah, the Trundle's Pillar of Filth along with Galio's ultimate really makes, and as well as GP's ultimate, really makes it impossible for EA to actually run away from that team. But that was really well played by both teams. We saw some really good strats by each of them. A lot of counter jungling, a lot of early game aggression, a lot of early game ganks. Really fun game to watch. It was a lot quicker than the last one, but as entertaining, if not more than the last one.